In a shocking turn of events, Heartland Season 19 kicks off with a bombshell that no one saw coming. Amy and Nathan are engaged. After everything she's been through, the last thing fans expected was this surprise announcement. But here we are. Amy, the woman who has held onto the memory of her late husband Ty, is ready to move forward with Nathan. But what does this really mean for her? Will she truly be able to let go of Ty's memory and embrace a future with Nathan? Or will her past hold her back? And then there's Caleb, who still carries feelings for Amy. How will he react to the news of their engagement? And what does this mean for his and Amy's future together? Will love, healing, and new beginnings win? Or will the past prove too powerful to overcome? The episode opens with the weight of a decision hanging in the air. Amy Fleming has spent the last several years healing from the devastating loss of Ty Borden, and in this moment, she stands at the precipice of a new chapter in her life. But before anyone can fully process the magnitude of this transition, the shockwave hits. Amy and Nathan are engaged. After all the emotional turmoil, all the moments of doubt, and the growing connection between them, Amy has chosen to take the leap. The question on everyone's mind is simple yet complex. What made Amy ready to take such a huge step? And how does Nathan feel knowing the deep shadow Ty's memory casts over their relationship? The decision to get engaged isn't one Amy takes lightly. From the very beginning, Amy's heart has been torn between moving forward and holding on to the past. Ty's presence has been constant, even in his absence, and it's clear that no one can ever replace him. But Nathan has proven himself in ways that go beyond simple affection. His patience, his understanding of Amy's grief, and his ability to bond with Lindy have shown a side of him that Amy has come to trust. Nathan's love for her has never been rushed or forceful. It's been a steady, constant force, allowing Amy to heal at her own pace. However, this engagement isn't just about Amy's feelings for Nathan. It's also about Lindy, Amy's young daughter, and what this decision means for her future. Amy has always made choices based on what's best for Lindy, and in some ways, Nathan's role in her life has already proven to be a positive influence. For Amy, this engagement is about creating a sense of stability for Lindy, something Ty's passing left a void in. But even with these promising possibilities, the question still lingers. Is Amy truly ready to let go of the past and start anew? Will she be able to fully embrace a future with Nathan, or will Ty's memory forever haunt their relationship? The tension builds as the episode unfolds, with Amy grappling with the weight of her decision. There are moments of doubt, moments where she questions whether she's truly honoring Ty's memory by choosing Nathan, and whether she's ready to take that final step toward healing. But Nathan is unwavering. His love for Amy is genuine, and he's made it clear that he's willing to wait for her, no matter how long it takes. In one pivotal conversation, Nathan expresses how much he's come to care for Lindy and how he sees himself as a father figure in her life. The depth of his commitment is clear, and it forces Amy to confront a new possibility. Perhaps this is what the future holds for her after all. Yet, not everyone is on board with the idea of Amy and Nathan together. Caleb's return to the ranch adds another layer of complexity to Amy's emotional journey. Caleb, who has always had a strong bond with Amy, isn't entirely surprised by her engagement, but is still visibly shaken. His feelings for Amy have never truly disappeared, and now he must confront the reality that the woman he once loved is moving on without him. His presence forces Amy to reconsider her choices and what her future with Nathan means in the context of her past with Caleb. As the episode draws to a close, Amy finds herself standing at the crossroads between her past and her future. She is faced with the overwhelming challenge of reconciling the love she shared with Ty with the new life she is beginning to build with Nathan. And while the engagement marks the start of a new chapter, it also brings a fresh set of uncertainties. How will Caleb react to this major shift in Amy's life? Will Amy truly be able to commit to Nathan, or will her love for Ty always be a barrier to her happiness? The suspense grows as we see Amy reflecting on her journey, how she's managed to heal, how she's found love again, and how the memory of Ty continues to shape every decision she makes. It's clear that Amy's heart is torn between two very different paths, one that leads her into Nathan's arms and one that might pull her back toward Caleb. But as the credits roll, we're left with a cliffhanger. As Amy and Nathan's engagement settles into the heart of the story, the emotional weight of Amy's past becomes impossible to ignore. Ty Borden's memory looms large, and Amy's relationship with Nathan, though filled with love and hope for the future, is never far from his shadow. Despite everything she's endured and the healing she's done, Amy is still haunted by her memories of Ty. She's faced with an agonizing question. Can she really move forward and leave the past behind? Is it possible to embrace a new life with Nathan without forgetting Ty? Or is this engagement just another way of avoiding the pain of loss? Throughout the episode, we see Amy wrestling with these emotions, trying to find a balance between her love for Ty and her budding feelings for Nathan. While Nathan represents a future, a new chance for happiness, he is also a reminder that moving on means fully accepting the reality of Ty's death. Amy's deep love for Ty was something unique, something that defined her life for years. Ty wasn't just her husband, he was her partner in every sense of the word. Their bond went beyond love. It was about shared goals, dreams, and building a family together. Letting go of that would be like giving up a piece of her soul. And yet, here she is, on the cusp of committing herself to Nathan. Can she truly give herself to him the way she gave herself to Ty? Or will she always feel like a part of her is missing, held back by the past? In several key moments, Amy finds herself seeking solace in the places that reminded her of Ty. She visits their favorite spots around the ranch, gazing at the places where they built their life, where they found joy, where they dreamed together. It's in these quiet moments that the magnitude of her emotional struggle becomes clear. Amy isn't simply choosing between Nathan and Ty. She's choosing between holding on to the past and opening herself up to a future that might bring its own joys and heartbreaks. And what makes this even more complicated is the presence of Lindy, her daughter, who represents both Ty's legacy and the future Amy is trying to create. Ty's memory is deeply embedded in everything Amy does, from the way she handles the horses at the ranch to the way she raises Lindy. Her connection to him is still so strong, and it creates an emotional barrier between Amy and Nathan. Nathan, who loves Amy with a patient and steady love, understands this more than anyone. He knows the kind of grief Amy has carried and how it's shaped her. He's never tried to rush her or erase Ty's place in her heart. In fact, Nathan's ability to respect that grief is one of the reasons why Amy has come to trust him. But, as much as he's there for her, there's an unspoken tension between them. Amy's heart is still torn. The show's portrayal of Amy's internal conflict is raw and honest. There are moments when her doubts surface, and she's not sure if she can move forward. Is this engagement truly a sign that she's ready for a new beginning, or is it a way to avoid confronting the pain of losing Ty? The deeper Amy goes into her decision, the more she realizes that her heart is still anchored in the past, in the memories of the life she once shared with Ty. She wonders if marrying Nathan would mean betraying the memory of the man she loved so deeply. The engagement itself, while a step forward, also feels like a turning point in Amy's journey of healing. Her hesitation is not just about Nathan, it's about coming to terms with Ty's death. Amy doesn't just need to let go of Ty in a romantic sense, she needs to find peace with his absence. The guilt she feels about possibly forgetting Ty is almost palpable. Every time she laughs with Nathan, every time she envisions a future with him, she's faced with a painful realization. She's moving forward, but leaving Ty behind isn't as simple as it sounds. In one of the most poignant moments of the episode, Amy reflects on the life she imagined for herself and Ty, the dreams they shared, the family they hoped to build. The life she has now, with Nathan and Lindy, is a version of that dream, but it's incomplete. She's forced to confront the truth that her life will never be what it could have been with Ty. That realization is devastating. It's also a reminder that no matter how much she loves Nathan, she can't erase the part of herself that will always be tied to Ty. As the episode progresses, Amy's struggle becomes more intense. She seeks guidance from those around her, but no one seems to have the answers. Lou tries to be supportive, offering words of encouragement, but even she can't fully understand the depth of Amy's grief. Jack, as always, provides wisdom, but his advice, though comforting, doesn't ease Amy's internal war. She's left to fight this battle on her own, torn between the man she has come to love and the man she lost. Amy's journey through this emotional storm is heartbreaking to watch. The past and future collide in a way that leaves her and the audience grappling with the uncertainty of what comes next. Can she move on without forgetting Ty, or will she always be tethered to the life she once had? And as Amy continues to grapple with this choice, it becomes clear that her engagement to Nathan is just the beginning of a much larger, more painful process of healing and self-discovery. While Amy's emotional journey takes center stage, another complex layer of the story unfolds with Caleb. As Amy's ex-husband and someone who's deeply connected to both her and Nathan, Caleb's feelings about the engagement are bound to be complicated. Caleb has always been an important figure in Amy's life, and their bond, though challenged by the past, has remained strong. But with Amy's future now so intricately tied to Nathan, Caleb is left to wrestle with his own feelings. From the moment Caleb learns about Amy and Nathan's engagement, it's clear that he's struggling. There's a silent tension in the air, one that Caleb tries to hide behind his usual confident exterior. He's proud of Amy's growth, proud of how she's moved forward from the tragedy of Ty's death, but there's also a lingering part of him that can't help but wish things had turned out differently. Caleb has always had feelings for Amy, even during their marriage. Though their relationship ended, the love never fully disappeared. Now, seeing Amy about to marry Nathan, a mix of emotions floods Caleb's heart. There's jealousy, sadness, and even guilt, as he knows that his feelings might complicate things. One of the most striking aspects of Caleb's character in this episode is his internal conflict. As a loyal friend to both Amy and Nathan, he finds himself at a crossroads. Should he suppress his feelings for the sake of his friendship with both of them? Or is it time to confront the truth of his emotions, no matter how painful it might be? Caleb doesn't want to be the source of drama or heartache, but at the same time, he can't deny that his heart still beats for Amy. Throughout the episode, we see Caleb try to navigate his emotions with care, understanding the deep connection Amy and Nathan share. His love for Amy was always genuine, but he's aware that she's moved on. Caleb knows that this isn't about him. It's about Amy's healing, her growth, and her future. Still, his unresolved feelings cast a shadow over their interactions. There are moments when Caleb's demeanor shifts, his smile faltering for just a second when he looks at Amy and Nathan together. He hides it well, but those brief moments of vulnerability speak volumes. This internal struggle is a key part of Caleb's arc in this episode. He's forced to ask himself difficult questions. Does he want to fight for Amy's heart, or does he want to let go of the past and accept that she's found someone else? It's a heartbreaking dilemma. Caleb doesn't want to lose his friendship with Nathan, but his feelings for Amy complicate things in ways that make it hard to just walk away. In the past, Caleb and Nathan have been through a lot together, from their ups and downs to their shared experiences on the ranch. But now, with Amy in the mix, things are different. The connection between the three of them is shifting, and Caleb is caught in the middle. Caleb's emotional turmoil comes to a head when he's alone with Jack. Jack, as always, offers his wisdom, though not in the way Caleb expects. He doesn't tell Caleb to fight for Amy or to walk away. Instead, he encourages him to be honest with himself and with the people he cares about. Jack's advice isn't about taking sides, it's about understanding the bigger picture. Caleb realizes that, for Amy's sake, he has to let go of the past. He needs to be the friend she needs, even if it means sacrificing his own desires. As much as he loves Amy, he knows that her happiness matters more than anything else. This realization isn't easy, and it's painful to watch Caleb come to terms with it. But it's also a moment of growth for his character. Caleb's story isn't just about unrequited love. It's about the complexity of relationships, the intricacies of love and friendship, and the difficulty of moving on. His struggle reflects a universal truth, that sometimes love isn't enough to keep two people together, and letting go can be the most selfless act of all. Caleb's emotional journey in this episode is a powerful reminder that love doesn't always have a happy ending, but that doesn't mean it isn't meaningful. Amy's internal battle is at the core of this episode. She has allowed herself to love again, to feel hopeful, and to trust in Nathan. But that doesn't erase the deep grief she still carries for Ty. Every step she takes towards Nathan feels like a betrayal of the love she had with Ty. It's as if, by moving on, she risks forgetting the person who was once her everything. This emotional struggle is one of the most heartbreaking aspects of Amy's journey. She doesn't want to hurt Nathan, but she also doesn't want to dishonor Ty's memory. This conflict isn't something that can be resolved quickly. It's not a simple choice between loving Nathan or loving Ty. It's about honoring the past while embracing the future. For Amy, this is an ongoing journey. It's not about erasing Ty from her heart. It's about finding a way to love again while carrying Ty's memory with her. The thought of marrying Nathan, while exciting, is fraught with this heavy burden. Will she ever feel like she's honoring Ty by moving forward with someone else? Or will she always carry a piece of the past with her, never fully able to commit to a future without the ghost of Ty? As Amy faces these questions, her friends and family, especially Jack and Lou, become crucial in helping her navigate this emotional turmoil. Jack, with his quiet wisdom, reassures her that loving Nathan doesn't mean forgetting Ty. He reminds her that Ty would have wanted her to be happy and to live a full life. Jack's words are comforting, but they don't erase the doubt and fear Amy feels. While Amy and Nathan's engagement has become the focal point of the episode, Caleb's internal struggle cannot be ignored. Caleb, who has been a steadfast friend to Amy, has quietly harbored his own feelings for her for years. Despite his role as her confidant and support system, there's always been a deeper connection between them, one that neither of them fully acknowledged until now. With Amy's engagement to Nathan, Caleb is forced to confront the reality of his feelings, and the emotional weight is heavy. Caleb's reactions to Amy and Nathan's growing bond are subtle but telling. He's always been there for Amy, helping with the ranch, and supporting her during the hardest times of her life. However, beneath the surface, there's a love that he has never expressed. Perhaps out of respect for Ty, perhaps out of fear of ruining their friendship. But now, as he watches Amy prepare to marry Nathan, Caleb can't help but feel a pang of jealousy and regret. He knows that Amy deserves happiness, but it stings to see her choose someone else. Caleb's internal conflict is a heartbreaking element of the episode. He wants the best for Amy, yet the thought of her with Nathan brings up emotions he spent years suppressing. As much as he loves her, he also knows that his feelings are complicated, and the last thing he wants is to disrupt her life. Caleb, ever the loyal friend, keeps his emotions bottled up, offering support to Amy and Nathan while silently battling his own pain. His struggle is all the more poignant because he understands that Amy has moved on, but he can't help but wonder if he missed his chance with her. Caleb is happy for Amy, but there's a deep sadness beneath his smile, a quiet longing for something that will never be. As the episode draws to a close, Caleb's future with Amy remains uncertain. Will he continue to stand by her side as a friend, watching her build a life with Nathan? Or will his feelings for her become too much to bear, pushing him to take a step back and redefine his place in her world? The unresolved nature of Caleb's emotions adds a layer of suspense and intrigue to the episode. His love for Amy is not just a subplot, it's a key emotional undercurrent that will likely play a significant role in future episodes. The unspoken love between Caleb and Amy adds a bittersweet layer to the episode. As Amy prepares to marry Nathan, Caleb is left to navigate his own emotional journey. It's a testament to the complexity of love and relationships, how feelings can be buried, unspoken, and unresolved, yet still very much present. Caleb's heartache may not be the loudest part of the episode, but it is undoubtedly one of the most poignant. As the episode ends, we're left with a lingering question. Will Caleb ever find the courage to confess his feelings, or will he quietly fade into the background as Amy's life with Nathan takes center stage? Share your thoughts in the comment section and subscribe our channel for more Heartland updates. Thanks!